Okay, so Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is the third part, the final, the ending. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my good friend Sunset Noir, aka Faith, aka Sunset, aka Lotus Flyer Bomb. She sent me this photo. As you can see, that's Porsha. Dennis in the yellow, her baby daddy. And then this man over here. Now that man over there is Fallon's husband. He's soon to be ex-husband. They get a divorce because allegedly Fallon cheated. But that's Fallon's man. Y'all remember Fallon Medusa, who was after LaToya? Y'all remember Fallon? Pretty girl. Let me go on her Instagram real quick. Just to refresh our memory. A lot of people was wondering why she didn't have a peach. And I was wondering the same thing because she is a housewife. Like officially. But y'all know how they do on these shows. The word housewife don't really mean anything. You actually don't have to be a housewife to be on these shows. But let me go to her Instagram. She is absolutely stunning. Let me see. Y'all know her. Fallon child. That's a better picture of her. Her with Candy on Speak on It. Really, really pretty. But anyway, so her and her husband's getting a divorce. I don't know why. Allegedly Fallon cheated. I don't know for sure whether Fallon cheated or not. But allegedly the girl cheated. Whatever. And so that's why they're getting a divorce. But my thing is, Porsha, why are you taking pictures with him? Now, I don't know. My friend sent this to me, but the person who created the tweet was mainly Bravo, and it says Dennis Porsha's hand placement on Fallon's ex Simon, the ring. I have endless questions. Okay, it's a lot. Why is her back towards Dennis? And it's a whole thing. Not that I'm a fan of Dennis, but I'm just saying it just looks odd. Now I don't know when this picture was taken. Let me go to Porsha's Instagram first of all. I'm talking about this now because there wasn't much to this reunion, to be honest with y'all. Okay, so this was taken recently. Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day to me and all the other mothers out there. What a wonderful day. But you're the only woman in the picture. Uh-huh. Now, Porsha, I know you're not with this man. Is Fallon and Simon even officially divorced yet? Porsha, what you got going on? Now, Porsha, I've been rocking with you lately. I have. But I could easily turn back. What you got going on, Porsha? I've been rocking with you. Porsha. Now, what you got to say for yourself, girl? And why is Dennis so cool with it? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna let it go for now. But it's gonna come back up. All I gotta say, if you with this man Simon, Porsha, we done with you. Done. I'm gonna speak for myself only. I'm Porsha. Okay, so anyway, Fallon better have a peach next season. She better come on the show and defend herself. She better. But we're gonna move on. So the reunion started off with The whole thing of Porsha's who slept with Bolo, I don't care. This season picked up towards the end, and it started to get better. But this season really gave nothing. It had nothing to show. It had nothing to give. We were not really that interested in season 13. It was a complete bust. I guess Nene, she done curled her tail, and they say allegedly Nene might be coming back next season. She need to. You know, can this show survive without Nene? Absolutely, it has before. It's done big ratings without Nene in the past. But you just need those power players on there, and Nene is a power player. You know, Messy Sheree leaving the show, even though Sheree didn't bring much, but Sheree brought mess. Sheree was the bone care shit. Mess. We don't like it in our real lives, but on these reality shows, this is how they survive. And you need those power players. You need Lenithia Leaks. You need Sheree Whitfield. You know, you need those kind of people on the show. There's racial undertones and all that kind of stuff with this particular lady that I'm about to say, and I don't really think she fits on this show anymore. Not that she fit in the beginning, but you know, I kind of understood in the beginning, even though I just don't like the whole fact of, as black shows, we have to be all inclusive. We have to include everybody in black shows, but white shows can just be white, and nobody has a problem with it. It can be all white cast. But on black shows, we got to have whites on there. We got to invite whites and Asians and everybody. Like, we got to be cool with it. Like on Married to Medicine about the Indian lady. When Mariah Huck, a black woman who's married to an Indian man, and they have children together and stuff, and it's just like, you wouldn't just keep her, but you went to go get an Indian. Like, you should see the Married to Medicine call sheet. It's like everybody can come. This was a black show showing about black doctors. Not that, you know, it's just, why can't everybody have their own stuff sometimes? It's like, why is white people the only people that can have their own? You know, you can't come over here. Nobody has a problem with it. It's not that much of an issue. And like Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they've had all white cast for the longest, since the beginning. Nobody had an issue with it. Now they finally trying to point out that, oh, we can have a black cast member finally. But on black shows, it's been non-black people since the beginning. I don't know. I went on a rant. I'm gonna let it go. The whole point was what I was gonna say. Yes, Kim Zolciak brought the mess. Kim Zolciak, Nene Leakes, Sheree Whitfield. Who else is no longer on the show? Phaedra. Like, we need those kind of people on the show. I mean, you know, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, they got on the whole Bolo thing. I don't care. I really don't. Do I personally think Porsha slept with Bolo? In my opinion, yes, I do. Who's to say? I probably would have took him down as well. I just don't care. Porsha's a grown lady. She's a single lady. Dennis the Menace is out there sleeping with whoever. She don't know. We don't know. We hear things, but we don't know. But I'm sure he's just not sitting at home. Hello. So I mean, let it go out and have fun. You know. If Kenya was, you know, I do agree with Kenya in the sense that she said that if she was the one that was out there sleeping with Bolo, or she had some kind of situation with Bolo, they would run her to the ground. They would read her, and I do believe that they would read Kenya. But at this point, it's dragging it out, but you know, it's a storyline. It's a storyline. Some of the people have nothing to do. You have some seasons on reality shows where you have those people that's just, they don't have nothing to do, so they have to take on bits and pieces from other people's storyline, other people's drama, and include themselves in drama and mess. You know, we see that all the time when it has nothing really to do with them personally, but they adopt issues in certain stuff, you know, and we're definitely seeing that a lot on this season. Let's see. You know, it was Candy versus Porsha for a little minute. It had slightly got into it. You know, basically they were saying that Porsha was to blame for all of this, the reason we're in a dungeon thing, the reason we're doing this, the reason we're doing that. And I'll just say, I mean, the whole dungeon thing, I mean, y'all had nothing else to talk about the whole season. So, you know, I mean, it makes sense. I don't think it's all on Porsha because Porsha lied, and we don't care if Porsha lied or not. Y'all was just taking whatever y'all could just use. Y'all were using whatever y'all could use. Y'all didn't have nothing to do, nothing to talk about. So I mean, that was the biggest thing in the season, the bolo, and I'm not talking about his dick. Let's see. You know, Candy brought up the past and when Phaedra was with Porsha and the whole lie and all that, the allegations with the wolf. And she threw that back up in Portia's face, you know. And at the end of the day, it's old, it's tired, it's through. But to be fair, Candy does have a right to say whatever. She does have a right to still feel that a kind of way about that because it happened to her. So, you know, even though it's old and tired and she needs to let it go, that's her truth. I mean, it did happen to her. It was unfortunate events, and Porsha did participate, and there it is. Let me see. Tanya jumped ship. Andy asked, "Did anybody heard from Tanya?" Porsha said, "I'm still loyal to Tanya. I'm still real good friends with Tanya." Tanya jumped ship, pun her husband, and they was like, "Oh, excuse me, life partner." I screamed. Marriage ain't for everybody. I understand that, but I don't think marriage is for me. But Tanya and her husband, they do have an interesting situation. I personally believe they have an open relationship. It's just my opinion. I think that it's one of those open relationships like most people be in. I've found most straight people be in, where the man can go out and sleep with whoever, and, you know, as long as he tell the woman, or if not, then, you know, she gonna be cool with it because they open. But anybody who the woman wants to sleep with, which is usually another woman, because it's never a man, because, you know, the man ain't gonna allow that, has to run through him, and they both have to sleep with her, and be okay with it, and kind of stuff. So that's what it gives me, and I think that Tanya slipped up. And Bolo slipped in. That's what I think happened, and she was embarrassed by it, and she jumped ship. Hey, that's what I think happened. Because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. She ran like she was ashamed of something. Child. Drew, child, they got on the whole prophet thing with Drew. Drew prayed before she talked about this because this is her religion. It's important to her, girl. Please go on. So they got on the whole prophet lot thing. Drew admitted that prophet said that he did like LaToya. And that he liked her, and you know, he says that she had other prophets in mind that was interested in christening her baby, but they shortly declined afterwards, I guess because of all the drama surrounding it or whatever. But still, I'm just still trying to figure out, Drew, how was all that Toya's fault though? How was all that Toya's fault still? How is Toya in charge of a grown man with hormones? I mean, really, what is she supposed to do? It's like, okay, say what you want to say about LaToya, but you need to say what you want to say about him too. So then she was just like, oh, well, you know, it's a lot of false prophets out there. So now she's smearing the prophet Lot's name, saying that, oh, he was a false prophet anyway. He wasn't a false prophet when you was trying to get him to christen your child before he was trying to christen LaToya. Child. God bless the people. God bless all the preachers and pastors and all that across the land. I think they're very important. I think they're needed. I do think there are a lot of people that are anointed and have the gift of, and God extra bless them to bless other people. Absolutely. I truly do believe that. But at the end of the day, people are people. Women are women. Men are men. And that's all I got to say. Don't put nothing past nobody. People are people. Stop it. Okay. You know, they got into Porsha's friendship with Kenya and why they can't never get along, or would there ever be any kind of reconciliation officially. The answer is no. This is how I feel about that. They both secretly agreed with each other to just let it go and just to no longer try to work on the friendship. Kenya claims that the reason when she was done with Porsha, she was done I think last year or the year before that, when Mark was actually on the show, and they was all making fun of how Mark treats Kenya and how, you know, he's kind of like, Ken, you know, drill sergeant and telling her what to do and all that kind of stuff. And so they was making fun of that, and so Kenya took that as saying that, oh, I'm through with Porsha. But if, you know, you're gonna be through with me that quickly, you never wanted to be my friend to begin with. Kenya was looking for a way out, it seemed. And she was looking for a Porsha to mess up one time before she could say, okay, well, forget it, we ain't friends no more. I think their kids bonded them, and Shamia was included as well. All three of them was pregnant at the same time, and they all had daughters. Very interesting, very cool. So that bonded them briefly, but you know, once that baby grows up a little bit, once things settle, I mean, you're back to the same old person. You get back into the same old groove. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I do think that is pettiness on both sides, but I think Kenya takes Porsha's fun shade as serious. But like I said, if you're just looking for a reason not to give a person a chance, and you're going to take whatever you can get, right? And that's what I think happened. Do I think that Kenya and Porsha can be cordial? Yes. But at this point, them being friends, it's too late for that, in my opinion. And then if Phaedra comes back, child, we already know freaking Frack gonna be back, Phaedra and Porsha. And so it's gonna be the end of a lot of friendships, child. And Porsha and Candy might fall back out as well, if that happens. So we gonna see. Anything else? I don't think there's nothing else. Marlo was going back and forth with Porsha, saying that Candy was the one that told her about the whole Bolo thing the next night, and which I believe that Candy's sneaky. I truly do believe that. You know, because Candy, when they left New Orleans, Candy went right over there to Don Juan and said Kenya wasn't lying about what she was saying. So, I mean, you know, don't do the whole flip flop. Just keep it real. And like I said, she'll never forget what Porsha participated in with Phaedra. And so that's another reason to, you know, not officially trust or like a person. So anyway, child, that was it. The part 3, I guess. That's all I'm gonna say is I guess. As new teas start to develop, I will probably report on it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But with that said, y'all, that's it. Y'all tell me in the comment section who y'all think should come back next season of the Housewives. Now, next season is going to be a very important season for the Housewives because this show had its lowest ratings ever. So, the next season, they really going to have to kick it into full gear. I've already said my 5. I think I said if we're going to have 5, my 5 would be, because there's some people who ain't going nowhere, right? And then I heard that they're giving LaToya a peach next season, and I heard they're giving Drew another peach. So if that's true, so I'm just gonna base my opinion off that. So my 5 would be Porsha, Kenya, Drew, Latoya, Marlo. Don't be my 5. And they can let Candy go, and they can let Cynthia go, and they can bring back Nene. Or they can bring Fallon back as a friend to the show. Have her have more of a stake in the show, more of a role in the show. I guess I can't think right now. So what I say? I said Nene. Bring Nene back as a friend to the show. Bring Fallon back. Bring Phaedra back. And we can bring Shamia back, I guess. Now, Shamia's cool. I like her. I like looking at her. And she's funny. But if we're not going to have Shamia, just to shake it up a little bit, bring Sheree back. Bring Sheree back as a friend to the show, because we need to see what's going on with Sheree. Because Sheree is officially with Tyrone, child. So we need to know what's going on with it. Anything else I wanted to say? One more thing, y'all. So also my good girlfriend Sunset, she sent me this. And this is a fun fact. Brought to you by the Peach Report. Says, fun fact. Did you know the network, talking about Bravo, cuts all of the ladies' future businesses? Gets a cut out of all the ladies' future businesses. Bravo allegedly gets a cut out of all the ladies' future businesses. The housewives. Says Bethany Frankel was the first and last to negotiate around this at the time. Says she made a smart move which led her to keeping all of her future businesses and intellectual property in the end. Now ain't that crazy? Now it says, now there's a clause in the contract that specifies that the network can get a cut of their future businesses. Because this didn't affect Bethany, she had leverage over them, which is why she was the highest paid when she left the first time. Now how shady is that? How shady? So you're forever indebted to them in a way. Wow. Child. Mess. And then Don Juan, he commented underneath, she isn't the only housewife that does not have this in her agreement. Okay, so you must be talking about Candy, child. That's crazy. How could you think this? I'm off the show. I done did my time on the show. I done did my contract. I'm off the show. And so you think you're going to get some of my money after whatever I make after the show? With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at The Skins World on Instagram and Twitter. At The Skins World 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. I was trying to make up a little beat. Whatever. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.